Welcome to Your Finance TV. All investors know of Jim Cramer, and whether you like him or not, you rarely go a week without someone talking about him or seeing a clip of him on social media. Agree or disagree, he always has an opinion on companies and markets, be it right or wrong. That brings me to welcoming Matt Tuttle from Tuttle Capital Management, who this week launched the Inverse Cramer ETF, which is SJIM, and then there's LJIM, the Long Jim Cramer ETF, and it's listed on the Nasdaq. Congratulations on the launch, Matt.
Hey, thank you very much.
Now, for the viewers, can you tell us about these ETFs?
Yeah, so, SJIM basically takes everything that comes out of Cramer's mouth during the day. So, when he's on in the morning, 8:45 to 10 or so, mad money. And then if he tweets during the day, and we basically just do the opposite. So if somebody calls into Mad Money and says, what do you think about XYZ? And he says, buy, we're going to short. LJIM, basically anything that Cramer says he likes, we are going to buy. So SJIM is probably going to be a long short portfolio. Most of the time there are going to be things in there were short, things in there were long. And LJIM is going to be pretty much a long only portfolio.
Okay, also, from what I can tell from the clips that I've seen on this, Jim isn't really a fan of these ETFs, but he also doesn't have an issue charging people $400 a year to be a part of his CNBC investing club. Have you spoken with Jim Cramer about these ETFs?
I have not. I would love to. Apparently he's on vacation this week, which is unfortunate, but is what it is.
Now, listen, maybe he timed it so he didn't have to talk about it.
I mean, who knows? It does seem a little strange.
Now, SJIM, the short ETF, is it market neutral?
So it's not market neutral. The cool thing about SJIM is that, as let's say the market is going up, then there's going to be more and more names that Jim is bullish on. So we'll get in SJIM probably more and more short. As the market's going down, there'll be more names he's negative on, and we'll be getting more and more long. So there could be times when we're 50-50. There could be times when we're 80% short, 20% long, or there could be times when we're the other way.
Okay, now I always like the posts and tweets from Cramer Tracker and they manage an Inverse Cramer fund with QuantBase that states on their website that they manage around $70 million. How do your ETFs differentiate itself from their fund?
So I'm familiar with those guys. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I think a big part of what we're doing that may be a little bit different is it's not just mad money. And it's not just the lightning round where, I have seen some people who just kind of track what he says during the lightning round. We're also looking at what he's saying in the morning, what he's tweeting, because a lot of times, when you have people calling in, that may not be the timely stuff. What I really also want to get is, hey, what does Jim want to talk about? So, I don't know that everyone is capturing all that because it's a lot of work to do it.
Well, that actually leads to my last question here. There is so much stuff that comes out of his mouth and his different views and so on. How are you going to track Jim's calls?
So we want to make sure that when he's mentioning a stock, we're only taking action on it if it's clear. So he'll have situations where Dave Faber will be like, hey, Jim, what do you think about Alphabet earnings? Oh, they had a great quarter. All right, we're probably not going to mess with that. Or someone will call in, Jim, what do you think about Pfizer? Oh, well, if they get their revenues in line, that'll be a great buy. Again, probably going to avoid that. But if someone says, hey, Jim, what do you think about NVIDIA? I love NVIDIA here. Yeah, we're all over that. So, there's some, there's some legwork here in trying to figure out, does he really like that stock, or is that something we want to stay away from?
Okay, well, listen, Matt, thank you so much for your time for joining us and talking about these new ETFs, and wish you the best of luck with them.
Great. Thank you for having me.
And if you want to learn more about these ETFs and Tuttle Capital's other ETFs, you can go to tuttlecap.com. Until next time, good luck investing.